Alright. Alright. What's going on, YouTube fam? Welcome back to another stream. We're on a different camera today because I don't have the right wires, so I can't plug in my proper camera, and I can't even also use my other monitor. But hopefully you guys can hear me all good. I'm just changing the settings to make sure you guys can. Let me just copy this Zoom link as well. It says you guys can hear me. I don't have my original mic plugged in as well, so I apologize if the audio isn't as good as it normally is. You guys got to bear with me today. Right, let me send them the link. Alright. Let's get rid of this. Ban here just fine. Cool, thank you, Ban. Oh, looks and sounds good. Cool. Alright, well, I've just invited the guys in on Zoom. So I'll wait for them to join and then we'll get started. You guys on YouTube, drop a like for the stream as well. We're going to break down the charts today. Kind of explain what I see for the entire week. And see if we get some volume, more importantly. We've got 5 more minutes, right guys? I'm just going to grab a quick drink because I forgot my water and we'll jump straight in. Give me 2 seconds. Alright. Beautiful. Alright, let me just have a quick scan of the gold, see how we're looking. I took some lovely shorts on Friday on gold. For you guys on YouTube, we talked about all of the liquidity levels to be grabbed on Friday, and gold ended up absolutely grabbing all of them. So we had some amazing shorts on Friday, some very nice shorts. I took my shorts down to well, I still have a little position running, but I took my shorts down to 80-ish ticks off the back of that news, which came out very well, which I'll run it down with you guys as well. We'll break that all down. Let me let the guys in on Zoom as well, and then we'll just get started. Show the chart. I told you, I'll show the chart when everyone is on Zoom. Listen. If you were listening, you would have already heard that. I'll show the chart once I actually get to it. Jesus. Alright, where is everyone? Alright, let me let everyone in here.
Recording in progress.
Alright, let me just move this over here. Make sure you guys can hear me. Alright, cool. Alright, what's going on Zoom, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm on my smaller screen today, so you guys gotta bear with me. You guys on Zoom should be able to see my screen all good. Good Arvo. Oh, what's going on, PJ? Let a few more of the guys join. And then we will start breaking it all down in a second. I'll make sure everyone's here, and we'll do a little bit of top down. This was the shorts that we took on Friday that I spoke about in the market chat and gave these all in the trade setups. All these liquidity levels got absolutely smashed perfectly on Friday. It was an absolutely amazing position. Good morning, everyone. What's going on, Ross? Let me get rid of this. What time is it? 5 o'clock. Alright, let's do it. Let's just jump straight in. We will do... Let me just move the chat over here. It's annoying only having one screen today. Right there, someone else just joined. All right, let's do it. So we'll do a little bit top down here. I'll get rid of just these alerts here. It's annoying. Let me get rid of all of these. All these alerts everywhere. But yeah, we had gold on the weekly, grab the lows and wick all the way back up into the highs, and then we saw Friday give that sell off after tapping back into 2040. We didn't quite hit 2050 on gold, which is the other level that we spoke about, but it's pretty much up here. You basically just tapped into it, which is sometimes good enough. But then we saw this weekly close back below all of this resistance, but still kind of closed above this little level here. Let me just get rid of these little dots. So yeah, last week on gold, although we had some amazing movement from highs to lows, you still had like 700 ticks worth of movement. You ended up actually closing pretty doji, which is quite interesting considering how bearish we closed the previous week, and we completely wicked out all of these lows but never came to close below it. So we tried to come down, we tried to close below this support, and then closed all the way back up off the back of that FOMC, which we can see if we start dropping down a little bit. This was the FOMC move, and I spoke about this in Discord, spoke about this on stream, how this entire retracement was very, very likely to come in because we had gold trading above this level and you hadn't retraced any of this move. And I was basically saying, you could always even come all the way back down to here. We got this big left shoulder, this is the head, and come all the way back down to that right shoulder. Well, now we've done that to absolute perfection. And we had that Friday sell-off that I spoke about and gave all of these liquidity levels on stream on Friday, which have now all been absolutely smashed. So we had amazing sells on Friday. And I was posting in the market chat, sells on the flip of the current 30 when this news was coming out, and it ended up pushing down very, very well. We came up, we wicked the highs, we broke the lows, came up the top wick, and there was the amazing push. Grabbing double bottom, and a double bottom. So very, very nice plays on Friday. Kind of waited a week for that play, but it was worth the wait. If I just hide this so we can see what we got going on for today. Let me just... Why is this coming through my phone? You guys can hear me through my phone, what the hell? Wait there, that should be better now. That's playing through my phone. Apologies to Zoom guys, I don't know why that was coming out my phone. Let me just play this. But yeah, today we'll see what we got today. Let me just quickly have a quick scan over the news. Gonna watch this later. Thanks for informative. Yeah, good man. Good morning. Let me just have a quick scan over the news for today. I don't believe there's anything today. We're coming into the last week before Christmas, so volume's obviously going to die down. There's still a pretty decent amount of news this week. So you got nothing today. Tomorrow you got some medium folder USD news, you got some Canadian dollar CPI, then on Wednesday starts the consumer confidence, Thursday unemployment claims again, and then on Friday you have some more news as well. So most of the news for this week is gonna start on pretty much Wednesday, so you never know. Monday, Tuesday could be the kind of false week of the month. And then once that news comes out, you may get that continuation. How to find gold in TradeAway? Just type in GC. GC is the futures symbol for gold. But in terms of what we have going on today, obviously if we look at gold on the daily, we've closed pretty bearish. So we closed very bearish. We haven't really grabbed any daily lows just yet. We're kind of coming back up for a retest. So if anything, I'm open to some intraday sells on gold. You can kind of see here on the 4 hour, you're kind of tapping back into, kind of all of this support here. Let's get rid of this position. It's annoying. Let's get rid of this. Let's hide that. Yeah, all of this here is going to be a level where I think gold can come and have a retracement. Even if, gold's going to have a push back up in 2050, you're going to imagine these lows are at least going to get grabbed. Because pretty much anyone at market open today, if we just bring this across, anyone at market open, which I believe was here, If they take longs, where's their stop going to be? Just below this low, looking for this, you know, huge retracement back up. So if anything, we want to be looking for sells into that. You can see this 30-minute on gold right now is incredibly choppy. And that's the reason I haven't really looked to take anything in Asia just yet. You got that resistance sitting just above, but you also have this support here, and then you're going to have this resistance right here. So you can see for the past 4 30-minute candles, you've closed with literally like less than 10 ticks of a body, which is an insanely tight range. A very tight range. I know some of the guys on Zoom, you guys got some scalps after we grabbed them lows in the 5-minute, which was actually pretty nice. You had this little low here, you came down, you wick low, closed back above, bottom wick, amazing, there's your long. Right there. Putting it back up into the resistance, you just take the 15 there, or you come re-grab the highs, amazing 20, beautiful. In that range, very nice. But on the 15, yeah, so I would love to see, so let's do some hourly levels first. See how this hourly's looking. So you haven't really, kind of got a little double bottom down there, you've broken up, you're retesting this level, pushing higher. So on an intraday perspective, as it stands right now, gold is in this very little minor uptrend. See, we're creating high highs, high low, high high. So it's insanely messy in here. So I don't want to overanalyze this too much, but I would love to see these daily lows grabbed. Doesn't have to be today, depends on volume, but at some point, you know, even if gold's going to have this big move up, you're at least going to come down and wick out the lows. Exactly the same before the FOMC move. What do? You have the lows, you wick out the lows, you close back above, and then you start having the push. So you want to be seeing something very similar to that. Exactly the same with the push down. You had like a triple bottom up here, wicked out the highs, closed back below, retested, and had an incredible move back down. So you'd be looking for something very similar to here. Probably wait for a closure back below there, and that would give you like 60-ish ticks. But to have a move that big come in, you're going to need some pretty decent volume to all of a sudden come in the markets, because as it stands right now, there's absolutely zero, unfortunately. I haven't taken a trade yet, so I can't see what the fills are like on futures, but I imagine it's pretty quiet. Obviously, if there's low volume, you know, let me just get up Ninja. If there's low volume, you know, even though there's no spreads on futures, if there's no volume, then you're going to have poor fills. So you sometimes have to filter that in. I don't know what they're like right now, but I assume it's very low. I'm just popping it up here so we can have a look. Where is this not loading up? Why's my trade event not loading? Ninja's working. Oh, there you go. Cool. Am I lagging? No, I hope not. I'll close. Let me. What do I have open? Let me. It could be me, to be honest, man. Let me try and close some. I have all my Wi-Fi turned off. I have my camera turned off just in case of that, but. Let me know if it gets better, Ross. I can try and watch it on my phone. Let me just see how the stream is, but it should be pretty similar to that. Yeah, it looks right there. I don't know if it's lagging for anyone else. How's this? Let's have a quick look at the 4-hour on gold. Quick scan. So yeah, you can see for the past, this whole move up on gold, what have we not done? For you guys on Zoom, you already know this from the latest course lesson. What have we not done? We haven't grabbed any lows, but we're currently grabbing some highs, which is amazing. Almost typed in 1 second. So you can see on gold, on Friday, we actually closed below Thursday's low. Now, if we were going to have this pull back up, you wouldn't want to see it close below these lows. So because you've now closed below the lows, you could mirror something like this. You close below this low, you spike down a little bit more. You close below the low, you're probably going to spike down a little bit more to then eventually come and, you know, re-grab these highs potentially by the end of the week, because you also have a double top up there as well, like this. So what did you not do before this push down? You never really grabbed any highs. So I think they could also still be grabbed at some point. But I would like to see gold, you know, maybe tap back into down here a little bit more. Kind of see you got this resistance, support here as well. I think like 2010 seems like a pretty nice level to potentially tap back into, which from here is like, you know, it's a pretty decent push to be there. Let's have a look. Let me just see here. Here it is. Yeah, maybe it is mine that we did shit today. No. You trade GCG 24. Yeah, that's the one, man. Yeah, February 2024 is the current contracts we're in. Obviously, we're trading the futures, so we're trading the future price of gold. Yeah, you guys can see here. This is all of this is a pretty strong level. Like all of this, it's pretty messy, but all of this is a strong level where you can start to react off to, you know, to at least re-grab these lows would be pretty nice. You know, you're not gonna overall, you know, gold's still bullish off the back of this FOMC news. Nothing's really changed to say that this move is done. I think this is just a very simple technical correction of this entire move to before potentially pushing back higher. And that's what I was kind of saying on Friday when we were trading all the way up here. You know, I was basically saying that it's very unlikely that you're going to retrace all of this FOMC. There's no fundamental reason to suggest that, but a technical correction, you know, at least come back down to here is inevitable. It just makes a lot of sense. Gold is never just going to, from here, push up, retest, and just keep pushing higher. That's not how gold moves. So having this little current pull down is actually pretty nice, because you could be buying up gold, you know, potentially by the end of the year, depending on how that news comes out as well. Thanks, brother. Yeah, no worries, man. But yeah, in order for me to want to see a position today, honestly, all we need is some volume right now, and I'll leave these highs marked on. I'll go and delete this high just to clean it up a bit. I think this high at some point, whether it comes in this week, we'll have to see. Depends on volume. Will be grabbed very nicely, because what did we not do before the push down? We didn't re-grab the highs. So anyone who's short here stops above that high could look to be grabbed. Yeah, all I really want to see today to scalp a little intraday position is going to be, I mean, if you start closing above, you could consider some longs, because you've just grabbed these lows. So if you all of a sudden get some volume for the first 30 minutes in, like, since like 3 a.m. London time, which is now 7, so for the past 4 hours we've been in this range. If you all of a sudden start breaking out, amazing. If you want to get some sells, we need a nice strong breakout of this range. I just shared this range in Discord just before, because I think some of you guys were looking at some shorts. But for me, if you want to get shorts, it has to close below this level. Otherwise, if you break above, you could just retest and just go high. So if anything, at this point, you should be looking for longs, because gold on an intraday perspective is bullish. It's bullish until it breaks below here, because you're just creating, like I say, you're just creating high highs. So could easily just continue pushing up unless we start closing below here. Amazing, we'll take some sells. I think the guys who did get buys from here was a very nice play with a little uptrend, grab the lows, close back above, push higher. But yeah, we want to see how this 30 is going to close. I think a lot of people have stopped watching the markets as much, because, you know, you're getting very close to Christmas. But I still think this week's going to have some good volume. It may not come in, like I say, it may not come in until the news on Wednesday. But overall, this week should have some nice movement. We only got how many more weeks until the month end? What, 2 more weeks? Yeah, you got 2 more weeks till month end as well. So let's have a quick scan at the monthly after you had them crazy moves. Yeah, look at that monthly. It's gonna be very, very interesting to see if we just delete all of this for a second. It's gonna be very interesting to see if this is gonna be like closure above the retest to come and fill in a lot of this wick. Be a very, very interesting monthly close. Like I said last week, for the past like 5 or 4 years, I believe every December on gold has been overall bullish. So it'll be interesting to see if this is just one big bottom wick to fulfill a lot of this. I'll be surprised, but who knows? Gold can do absolutely anything. But I will be surprised if this closes very bullish, because that's pretty far away in the next 2 weeks. But who knows? Gold could easily come back up, retest back into these levels overall. So once you start grabbing daily lows, this week is going to be nice to start looking for some longs, even to retest this 2050 level around here. Then who knows where you could go from that. If the monthly closes bullish, amazing. Let me go back. Where's all my drawings gone? There we go. Yeah, that monthly is looking very interesting. See if this 30 is going to break out. I've got 13 minutes here. I'm not going to go down to any lower time frame than the 30 until the 30 gets the closure. You're in a 30 range, so what's the point in go down to the 5 minute? You could scalp a little position, but for me, what I'm trying to preach to you guys, it's better to wait for that breakout. If you start breaking below, yeah, you do have some nice shorts today. Some very nice shorts. Like I said, I still have a small position from up here. Could be a potential 300 pip move. Let's have a look at, whilst we're waiting for gold 30 closure, let's have a look at some other instruments. Have a look at the yen. Let me have a quick scan at this monthly. Yeah, yen's tapping into this level that I spoke about, broken, retesting, coming back up into here. So potential level where you could start to gain some yen weakness. Even for you guys who don't trade futures, if you trade pound yen or something, it's still good to understand what the yen is doing. So if it starts to get weaker, then you can expect your other pairs to move in confluence with that. Let's have a look. I did last week lows. Yeah, still pretty bullish though. Weekly still pretty bullish. I think this level could at least, give a pullback. Even if you're going to break above this level, you're bound to have some sort of reaction before then, pushing higher. So potential yen weakness coming into this week. I don't personally trade the yen futures, but it's good to look at. Potential to come back down into there. Let's have a look at the euro futures as well. What's this? Let's get rid of this. Well, nice sell-off on yen futures as well. Actually, that's pretty nice. Very nice daily close. Didn't really grab any highs though, which is quite interesting. Yeah, very similar to gold. This could easily just be a top wick to come back down and bodies to close back down into these levels before going higher. This looks like a lovely left shoulder head, right shoulder area on Euro USD. Looks pretty clean actually. If this is one big top wick and you can get some intraday rejections, you could have some nice sells. What has Euro USD also not done, which it always does like gold? It's not wicked out any lows. So anyone who's trying to buy Euro USD is probably trying to do, something like this. So the likelihood of you spiking out them lows becomes very high. Spike up a little bit more, then I'd be watching for them lows to be grabbed. Let's have a look at Nasdaq here. Yeah, and I spoke about this on Friday as well. Some people were looking for sells on Nasdaq into daily lows, but to me it was too bullish. Can't jump in sells just based off one doji candle, and that's pretty much what we did. We just came back up and re-grabbed the high. Did we re-grab the highs or did we close right on it? Let's have a look. Let's zoom in. Yeah, it did actually grab the highs. I think a lot of people would have been trying to sell this into the lows. But why would you sell Nasdaq? It's been on a bullish run since December. So if you start jumping in shorts, you're trading what you think, not what you see. Price is bullish. But yeah, weekly's closed very, very strong on Nasdaq. Potential bottom wick area would be back down in these regions. You need some decent volume to stick. This week may even close doji. Maybe next week you tap back into these levels, and then this is the range that you want to be playing. This looks like a pretty nice range to be on Nasdaq. Should essentially be wanting, you know, let's get artsy here. Where's my annotations? You want to be seeing something like this. Look at that, beautiful. That's a work of art. Yeah, you'd want to be seeing something like that if any of you guys trade Nasdaq. Again, too bullish to short into the bottom wick, in my opinion, unless you start breaking out. I don't know if this is being grabbed on S&P. If these lows have been grabbed on the S&P, then there's no point in watching that. Let's just have a quick look. Did we grab it? Yeah, we did. Look at that. See, this is why you have to, if you trade S&P or you trade Nasdaq, you have to be correlating them. So if you look at the low from 230 on Friday, and look at the same low on 230 on Friday on Nasdaq, hit. On Nasdaq, this is you would see this as a double bottom, but if you don't realize it's already been grabbed on the S&P, you would have missed this whole move up. So because this has already been grabbed on the S&P, Nasdaq doesn't need to grab it. So that was a lovely, lovely buying opportunity on Nasdaq. On the S&P on Friday. You grab the lows, goes back above, you have a lovely push. I don't trade it, but it was a very, very nice push. Very nice push.
Here we are.
Hiya, Joe.
How's it going?
Good man, you?
Can't get better.
Payout day for
Look at
Joseph.
this.
Let's have a look.
Look at this. Here we go. Ready?
Go on, give us a look.
Can you see me?
Yeah, man.
Sure. So we got this beautiful scenic
Oh, nice.
view here.
Very nice. Yeah, sick, man. It's a nice spot.
Yeah, it is. It's good.
How the other half live.
I'm happy.
Must be nice.
You could live it.
Must be
It's not
nice.
You could live it.
Getting payouts left, right, and centre.
Small ones in the year.
That's good. It's good, man. Any payout is a good payout.
It is.
Build that personal.
I agree, mate.
Where's Sleepy Mark? Is he there?
Yeah, he's just in pool.
Nice. You
It's slow to get.
Yeah, it is, man. Yeah, news isn't really gonna kick until Wednesday this year. Are you done for the year, or are you still gonna look to trade?
I should be.
Oh, yeah?
I should be done for the year, but I don't know. I might just trade my personal, you know.
Yeah, why not, man?
He's only risking like 50k per trade, so it doesn't really matter.
No, I think I will trade. I said I was done for the year, but
Yeah,
I'm never really done.
you need your fix. We know what you're like. You're addicted. Be honest.
He's living that Warren Buffett quote, just keep over trading.
I took like 3 trades in 3 weeks.
That's decent, man. That's good though. You got used to it. That just shows how you don't need to be trading it every day, and you still got a decent payoff from that. So.
Isn't it?
Were you swing trading that account?
I don't know what I was doing. I'm just pressing buy and sell.
You
And
know, Dom, bro.
no, I'm joking. Yeah, I were kind of. Yeah, I was swinging it.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, a bit of both really.
It's good, man. It's good.
My the other prop firm that I need 4% on for another 100k. I've been swinging that.
Nice.
Like proper swinging it.
Yeah.
But, and then I've got a personal which I'm kind of scalping / slinging.
Yeah, nice man. It's good.
But it's good here, mate. Krabi's lovely. This part where it's just like so peaceful.
Nice. Are you staying there for Christmas? Yeah.
We're here for Christmas, but then we got PP for New Year.
Very nice. Are you and Mark gonna have a romantic Christmas dinner?
I think
Yeah.
we're gonna have a Christmas pad thai.
Oh, I got a place in Krabi you should go check out. Let me find it and send it to you.
Oh, is it that Irish bar?
No, it's a really really good Mexican restaurant.
Oh, I think I've seen it. It's on the front, isn't it?
The lady's called Big Mama, and everyone loves her there. She's like a celebrity over there. Everyone loves her.
Oh, I'd love to meet Big Mama.
It's so good though. And there's a place called like Family Thai or something. It's amazing.
Oh, sick. Yeah, send us it, bro.
I can't find it. Yeah, I'll find it. I'll send it to you. It's amazing.
Send it me on WhatsApp so it saves as well.
You should here it is. You should do that thing where you can go on the boat and it goes like round Krabi and there's like a whole different beach part.
Oh,
but
really? It's really beach.
It's absolutely insane. I can't remember what it's called.
Really?
Yeah. I'll send you some pictures. I can't remember what it's called, but
Yeah,
it's
I think
absolutely
it's
stunning.
I think it's like £4 or something.
It's so nice. Honestly, it's unreal.
Yeah, you came, didn't you, for a couple of days?
Yeah, we were there for like 4 days or something. I think something like that, man.
Yeah, nice.
If you just want to chill, it's a nice place just to chill. To be honest.
Yeah, mate, I'm looking this up. Mark likes it. This spot we've got's perfect.
Nice.
The internet's not the best though.
Yeah, you should try living in Australia.
Yeah, it's better than Australia. Yeah, send us it, bro.
Yeah, I'll send it to you,
We'll
man.
do it.
I've got loads of pictures, but you
I'm
get.
just chill.
Where is it?
Go on, Mark.
Oh yeah, I'll send them to you after this. Where is it?
Yeah, definitely send a Big Mama.
I don't know if I can send her. I can send you the place to go eat.
I'm not sending you her. I might have a session tonight. To celebrate.
Did you go on a night out there? Is it good?
We've had 2
Nice.
heavy ones.
2 in a row.
Nice. Is it good? Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Mate, I'll send you this place.
yeah,
It's
I
like
would
something out
love
of a
that.
movie.
Sick.
What's Gold doing? Nothing.
Um,
Yeah. Let me
I
see.
met my future wife from Portugal.
Did you? Nice.
He's looking at Airbnbs on Portugal now.
Yeah, man, Portugal's stunning. Portugal's amazing. I love Portugal.
Mate, I want to go, but it's not. It doesn't look cheap. It's like £1 for a month coming in.
Nah, Portugal's well cheap. Cost of living in Portugal is so cheap, honestly.
Whereabouts though?
I went to Lisbon. Lisbon was beautiful. One of my favourite European countries, honestly.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mine's Patong. Oh, I'm going back to Phuket for 3 weeks, aren't I? After this?
Yeah.
Just to get work done, you know what I mean? Business.
Sure. Yeah, I'll send you after. Hey?
Come meet me in Phuket. Come on, you want?
I just booked to go to New Zealand in February, which would be nice.
Alright, that's sick.
Good.
Good job with it.
Going to Queenstown and then trying to get a camper van to cruise up to Auckland.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna come Australia soon.
Do it, man.
Yeah. I'm only coming to see Sammy, not you.
Can I set up a Topstep account? I'm from the UK but currently travelling around Australia. Yeah, you can use Topstep in UK and Australia, man. You can use it in both. Absolutely.
Gold's not doing it like that.
Nah, man, it's not. I'm looking for sells into the daily lows, but I can't deal with this right now. I need a breakout, and I'll be shorting this into the lows. The lows look so nice to be grabbed.
Yeah, I've got a short in at 2027 on the dot.
2027, that's cap. We haven't even got there yet.
Yeah, on the dot. I've got a sell limit in.
Oh right. Yeah,
Shell
nice.
only trades limit orders.
2027, yeah. If you start, that's the thing. If you start breaking above, you know, you could actually have some buys all the way up into like 2029. Where's 27? Yeah, 27 looks good.
I agree.
28. Which, how big is that range? Yeah, 40. Yeah, 40. Yeah, if it starts breaking above, yeah, I'm not off sales. 30 just goes back in the range there. Unfortunately. Hey, what the hell? Give me 2 seconds, guys. Sammy's crying.
By the way, I haven't got a look at 2027. I was joking, like bastard.
Alright, he's good. Tops's offered me a free 1 month to get trading combined. Offering 1 month. Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. Yeah, that's very good. $49. Yeah, I mean, if you compare it to like other firms, it's very good, man. It's a very good deal. And like I say, I don't just recommend them because they tell me to. I generally I love Top Step. I think they're one of the best out there. And it's good, you know, because it's like, man, even if you just use it to kind of still practice and still get the feel for, you know, the strategy in gold, it's like, man, you're only risking like $49, which is amazing. You know, when I was first starting and I was doing like FTMOs, you pay what, sometimes up to like $1,000 to do an FTMO, and it puts on so much pressure on you. Whereas with them, it's like, yeah, man, you just use it to play around, push your limits, you know, hopefully get funded and take some payouts as well. Yeah, so so that's good, man. Yeah, it'll be to try out their Top Step X platform. They're trying to gain as much data on it as they can before they fully release it. So if you've been picked for the 50k, yeah, do it, man, for sure, and just use it as a kind of play around. To be honest, man, don't expect too much from it. And just use it to fully test the platform and to, like, you know, even get the strategy refined a little bit more. It's very much worth it. Thanks, bro. Yeah, of course, man. No worries. I've tested it out as well. I think some of the guys in Discord are testing it out at the minute as well. Where's these pictures from Krabby, man? Oh, here we go. I'd love to see. Oh, if gold starts to all of a sudden reject, you know, I will start dropping down. So the only reason I'm staying on the 30 is because if you look at this 15, it's messy. So as you guys know, the messier it gets, the higher we go up until we get that nice clean breakout. If anyone is watching anything else, doesn't have to just be futures. If you guys still watching some currencies, feel free to let me know. We can break down anything whilst I'm waiting for gold to move out here, or ask any questions. Absolutely anything. If you don't get live positions there, you know, we'll still share some value with you guys. So feel free to ask over anything. Trading, travel, business, absolutely anything.
Looks good, that.
Yeah, it's stunning, man. It's worth a visit, honestly. It's absolutely incredible around there.
That's a bit of me.
Yeah, what he said. When we got the boat back from there, it started storming. We legit thought we were going to capsize. It was insane.
Wow.
I'm not even kidding. It was absolutely mental. The storms all of a sudden were just nuts, and they had to drop us off at like a different part because they literally couldn't pull the boat up into the bit where we got on.
Yeah, the sea here, it's like, it goes so far out.
Yeah.
You have to walk on the beach to like get to the sea. Man.
Yeah. Why do you not chart the actual futures chart when numbers are off? Yeah, because so I use the futures charts for these ones down here with my higher time frame, but for the intraday, what you'll notice is on the futures chart, you know, I'll just show you. Let's just say a price is doing this on the futures chart. You may do this and leave like a double top, but then on the currency chart. Or no, wait, sorry, vice versa. On the futures chart, you know, you may do something like this where you grab the highs, but on the currency chart, it's still left a double top and hasn't yet been grabbed, so you still want to buy into it. So the futures, even sometimes, you know, the futures chart will leave a double top, but the currency chart's already grabbed it. And if I haven't seen the currency chart's already grabbed it, I'll miss the trade, because this setup is what we want to be taken, not this. And if I just watch the futures chart, you'll miss it. Sometimes the futures chart can even leave like a triple bottom. Whereas for us, if I see a triple bottom, I'm trading into that. And if it hasn't been grabbed, then that's my opportunity. But if it has been grabbed, that's my trade. So for instance, I don't know if it has, but you can see here on the currency chart, we wicked out the lows and closed back above and pushed higher. That's the setup that I want. But if I have a look on the futures chart, it may have grabbed. I don't actually know. But if you have a look on the if you look on the futures chart, the 5 minute came nowhere near it. So if I was just watching the futures chart, you know, I would have missed this opportunity, because my plan is for us to grab lows before pushing higher, wicking out, you know, a level of support and resistance. So if I was just watching the futures chart, I would have missed that trade. But if I watch it on the currency chart is always going to grab the highs and lows first. Not first, at least grab the highs and lows. If the currency chart has a double bottom that hasn't yet been grabbed, but the futures chart's already grabbed it, I don't care. It still has to be grabbed on the currency chart, because the currency chart will always still grab it. So you can see here, wicked it out on the currency, but the futures chart came nowhere near it. Because this level of manipulation, you know, on Oanda is just the way that we've got used to trading, and that's like so important for us now. But that's literally the only reason. That's the only reason I watch the currency. But if I watch it on, you know, higher time frame, you know, I can just watch it down here. This is only for like the 5 minute. If you know, trading the higher time frames like here, it doesn't matter as much. But for an intraday scalp, grabbing these highs and lows is it's super important for us. And it's weird. I don't know why it does it all the time. I think it's because the currency one's so much more manipulated. But yeah, it's. When I first moved to futures, I would miss some trades because of that. I'd be watching the futures, watching the double bottom, waiting for it to be grabbed, but yeah, it had already been grabbed on the currency, so I would miss the trade. Just a little thing that I kind of just noticed, but it's, yeah, like I said, it's a very, very important part of our plan. So if I don't have that, yeah, I could potentially miss a few trades. Let me just get up. Yeah, very small bodies, very, very small. Yeah, what is it, the past? So the past, like, since like here, they've been less than like 10 ticks, which is insane. This is like 2 ticks of a body and a 30 candle is absolutely insane. Like it's 0.7, like this is. Yeah, if you see something like that, yeah, you don't want to be very, very careful. I'm just sitting here to kind of break it down with you guys, but yeah, we need to see some decent volume. That's honestly the reason why I'm not dropping down anymore. Like if the 30 is doing this, you know, you may get some scalps in the 5, but there's also going to be low volume, which means the fills aren't going to be great. So long-term sell on gold. Yeah, it's not a bad shout, to be honest, man. Because if you have a look, it's basically a double bottom right now. if I just hide this, you know, we're at least, even if you're gonna push up, you're at least gonna re-grab these lows. And yeah, and you're now grabbing 4-hour highs, yeah. Also without grabbing any 4-hour lows. So from like a little swing perspective, you know, it's not bad to start loading up some shorts now. Patience is I think fam. They don't make nice. Yeah, good shout, man. I think so. Patience. I think patience this week until we start to get that news on Wednesday, to be honest. Oh man, the boys living the dream. Are you looking to short? Yeah, I am. If we start breaking out, absolutely. I'm looking to short into the daily lows today. I just need the volume. That's all I need, man. If I get the volume and get the breakout of this little range, I'll take it. If we start breaking to the upside, you know, I could look for buys up into retest this level. Also, not a bad position. Of what, like 40-ish ticks. Good day from Melbourne. What's going on, Chris? Found YouTube yesterday. What's the 1K to 1 million video? It's interesting. You know, poor me lad. Living us to do that. 1K to 1 million. I don't know how true that is that someone's done that. But good to have you on the stream anyway, man. I'm based in Oz as well. Is there a futures broker that offer similar to what you find at Forex? Free time. Yeah, you can use any. You can use. So if you want to, you know, the good thing about trading futures is you can just sign here and you can trade them here. So I can use Tradeovate, and you can also use Tradeovate for Top Step. So if you want to use Top Step, you can log into Tradeovate here, and you can trade your Top Step account. If you just want to open a paper account, you know, open a paper one on Tradeovate, or just even paper trade it there. But it'd be good if you're gonna trade eventually on Top Step, then you may as well just use the same Tradeovate that you're going to be using anyway. What's Mark sending us? Mark's sending us some dodgy links. I don't know what this is. I don't trust them. Not with that hat on and that moustache. There's no chance I'm opening that. The pick of the beach thing. Alright, you got it. Some Mars I missed that. No, you're trading February's contracts, man. I don't know why I said trade March. You're on February's. For gold, you're on February's contracts. Let me just move this over here. On gold or February, you know, if you're trading something different, then it is very, very well could be different. But on gold, you're trading February. Oh, it's stunning, man. Yeah, stunning. Beautiful. We start that. How come we stay on the express funded? As long as you can trade it. As long as you can trade them. If you eventually want to move to, you know, if you can prove consistently, then you can eventually move to a live account where they can help you build an actual live account with Top Step as well. You still get payouts, you know, from the express funded accounts. Back in the open score. Yeah, enjoy, man. All good, all good. Do you recommend using TopStep X platform over Ninja or Tradeovate Quanta? Well, TopStep X isn't like officially out yet. So what you have is a trial account to test it all out and get used to it. They're trying to basically trial it out as much as possible. But eventually, you know, once they get it all perfect, I think TopStep X is amazing. But for now, I would use Tradeovate too. It depends if you're using Mac or Windows as well. But if you're using Mac, then you just want to go with Tradeovate. I think Tradeovate is probably the easiest to use. Quant Tower is very good once you actually have it set up, but it can be a bit of a mission to set up. And you know, whilst you're getting used to platforms, at least if you use TraderBait, you know, you can just log into it here, and you can just buy and sell right on TradingView if you really want to. It'll just make your life easier. Just, you know, for now, just do it on here. I made a video on how to set up the TraderBait web platform as well, man. Let me know if you want, I can send it to you. You need to be questionable why you're using Feb contracts, not December. Because you're trading, and it's all good, man. No, you can ask as many newbie questions as you want. What's the way of gold? We're trading futures, so we're trading the future price of gold. So if you trade December, December's now expired. So we were using December last month, but now we're in December. We need to be trading the future price of gold, which is this right here. Is the chat working? Yeah, it is, David. Yeah. You mean on on YouTube? Or you mean? Yeah, it should be working on both. Yeah, chat should be working, man. Makes sense. Yeah, of course, man. Do you only trade futures in here? Yeah, I personally do only trade futures, but you know, if you want me to, whilst gold is literally doing absolutely nothing, if you want me to look over other instruments that you guys may be looking at, you know, feel free just to shoot it over. As long as we're in this range, I'm simply waiting for a breakout. We got the London Open in like 13 minutes, but until then, you know, if you guys want to look at anything else, feel free. I'm going to make a video soon as well about how to trade currency futures, because I know some people like trading stuff such as like pound yen, and you can still trade the pound and the yen on the futures exchange as well, just in a different way. Or if you like trading, I don't know, Euro New Zealand dollar, if you like trading that pair, you can still trade the Euro futures and the New Zealand dollar futures, but I'll make a whole video on that. Let's have a look at Australian dollar. Range, look at that range. There's a huge range on the Australian dollar, look at that. Whipped out a lot of lows though. TraderBait setup video, yeah, let me find it, because someone else asked me. I may as well just send it in and you've got it. Because I made it a while back. Let me find it here. Where are we? Videos. Where is it now? When did I make it? I made a lot of videos. Where is it? Oh, here you go. Cool. Alright, let me. How do I share this? Share. Copy. There you go. That's the video on how to set it all up. Back in the UK for Christmas turned to way too cold. Yeah, I was debating it this year, but I was like, nah. I haven't been back in the UK for Christmas for the past 2 years actually. The weather out here in Australia is too good to leave it for Christmas, man. It's like prime time summertime here. So I'm like, well, I don't want to leave the sun. Unless it was like, you know, going back for a skiing holiday or a snow holiday, then maybe. But to go back for that UK cold rain, I'm like, nah. I think I'll pass. Numbers different on TradingView, because this is the spot price. But if you were to look at the ones down here, they should be the same as these ones. So right now you should be around like 2037.3 or 4.5 ish by the time it moves. Look at the price of gold, it's crazy. Last 2 weeks of December to avoid trading, right? It depends, to be honest. Like if there's good news and good volume, which we have this week coming into Wednesday onwards, there's nothing wrong with still taking trades in my opinion. You may want to, you know, reduce your exposure a little bit, maybe reduce your position size, but all in all, if there's good volume now, I personally don't care. I took some great shorts on Friday. Yeah, I got this lovely short down here. So if there's, right now, obviously, you don't want to get stuck in stuff like this. So be a little bit more patient than normal, and keep your expectations to the fact that it may range. But once you get news days, yeah, you should be good. If there's no news, you can expect it to probably range. But if there's news coming out, I don't see any reason why you won't still get some good volume on that day. This week for gold, like the main news is going to come on Wednesday onwards. So Monday and Tuesday, you may chop a little bit. Maybe Tuesday you may pick up a little bit more. But you'd expect the main volume to kick in on Thursday. Sorry, on Wednesday. But it also depends how you trade. Some of the guys in Discord have already got their 20 ticks for the day scalped this little buy up. So if you're scalping, there's still plenty of scalps to come. You do have to be patient. You don't want to get stuck in stuff like this. Like, look at these candles. Obviously it came down for like 20 plus ticks, but look at the wicks. You can get a nicer position like this. Amazing. Not in this. In this. So you just have to be a little bit more patient and just kind of identify your ranges a little bit more. But if you've had a good year, you had a good December, there's absolutely nothing wrong with taking it off. I'll trade up until the markets go completely dead like this. If it does this all week, which I don't expect it will, then I'll call it halfway through the week and probably just stay active in Discord. But as long as it stands, for now, I still think there's some juice left in the markets. And then probably next week you probably don't want to trade, because what is it? You got Christmas Day, Boxing Day. So next week, yeah, you probably wouldn't want to say next week. I think this week will probably be the final week of me streaming anyway. Entire 80 tick move this morning on gold. He's done 4. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly like that, man. There's still moves there. Gym for 3 years now. My 50-year-old brain doesn't understand futures at all. Sure, I've got the prices today. Let no 2 months time. Yeah, trading for 3 years is good, man. Keep it up. Markets don't give a fuck about your age. The older you are, the more mature you are. So that's good. Keep it up. Don't think you have any sort of disadvantages, because I promise you don't. You have a lot over the younger crowd. Markets don't care about your age at all. It's been more confusing than expected. Looking at moving from FX to futures. Appreciate the help. Yeah, it's good, man. Honestly, my transition. I've been doing futures for like almost a year and a half, almost 2 years now. But I made the full-time transition maybe like 8 months ago. But I kind of slowly made the transition, and it's been very easy. Some of the guys in Discord have fully made the transition as well. Some still trade a bit of FX. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, but the transition is not hard, to be honest. Like, technicals don't change, right? It's just getting used to the platforms. That's why if you want to start out using one of the brokers, one of the futures brokers in here, you can just trade straight through TradingView. Then it's going to make your life a lot easier, to be honest. But it won't be. From a technical perspective, to me, nothing changed. Absolutely nothing changed. Could you brief that long your community got? Yeah, so one of the guys in Discord today got longs off a little 5-minute liquidity grab and 30 support. So he basically had this low drawn up here. So as price grabbed, the low closed back into back above the range. You're just simply playing the range. It was actually a very, very nice play. It was very simple. Liquidity grab, closed back into the range, and there's your trade. If you want to hold up to the highs, it's 24, but even if you just play it into here, you got a nice 17 tick scalp. That was it. We trade very, very clean technicals and on stream and on Discord as well. That's literally all you need. That right there. Liquidity grab, you got your range, you got 30 support. As long as price holds that 30 support, which it did, there's your trade. I'm not going to pretend it was more complicated than what it was, because that's as simple as it was, and that's why it's a fucking fantastic trade. That's why I love seeing the guys take trades like that. I could overcomplicate it and make up a million different fancy names. We had an order block, and then you had this, and blah 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 blah, and try and market you on something you think you need to know. But I'm telling you, that's all it took, and it was as clean as that. It was a very, very nice clean position as well. I didn't get it. It wasn't me. It was one of the guys in Discord, which is what's more amazing. Following our plan. A psychological trading brain is spot on. Losing over 500k in crypto in less than a year taught me a lot. Damn, yeah, that's crazy, man. Glass always half empty, mate. If you learn something from losses, never loss. Very true, man. Very true. 500,000 is a big loss, but it's all relative. What other instruments do you trade in futures? Honestly, I just trade gold. I honestly just trade gold. Some of the guys trade Nasdaq, S&P. I personally just trade gold. Gold gives me more than enough that I have to worry about anything else. You know, I break down pound futures, euro futures pretty well because it's the same as when I used to trade euro USD, pound USD. I traded them for like 5+ years, so they move very similar to gold. But yeah, I just trade gold. I haven't taken a trade on a different instrument in like, I have no idea. Over 6 months, I haven't taken a position on another instrument. Now people always ask me, why don't you trade this, why do you trade that? It's like, nothing else gives me what gold gives me. Oils are nice. You know, I used to trade oil a lot back in the swing trading days. I used to swing trade oil a lot. You know, we called some very nice shorts on oil as well. You know, I could have taken it if I wanted to, but I like what gold gives me, and I like the way that gold moves. Gold's very unique. If you try to apply gold strategies to other instruments, there's elements that work, but gold is like its own different commodity that you just need to just fully master. And if you just master gold, you don't need anything else. You make so much more with CL on the side. Now I wouldn't make any more. I wouldn't make any more if I traded anything else. If I traded gold and something else, well then I'd be overexposing myself, and I may as well just trade the same contract size on gold and still make the exact same. Like if I could take a 10 contract on gold, then another 10 contracts on oil, well, I may as well just take 20 on gold and still be better off. It won't give me anything more. It's just exposing yourself to something else. But yeah, there's no reason for it to. There's no logical reason why oil would give me something gold that doesn't, if you know what I mean. 8 AM coming. Yeah, 2 minutes till this London Open, right guys? I'm just gonna run to the toilet and then we'll see what this London Open brings. See if we get some volume. Give me 2 seconds. We've got 40 seconds here. Google Futures won't waste your time with new person. Yeah, all good, man, all good. So let's see if anybody's trade Asia living Oz. Trading hasn't been ideal time as yeah. Trading Australia is good, man. Like I think a lot of people who live in Australia and get into trading think you have to stay up till like 2-3 AM in the morning to be able to trade US session. I promise you don't. And that's another reason why I love gold so much, because gold can give you good moves in honestly almost any session. In any session of the day, gold is always going to give you 20+ tick moves, and if you can get 20 ticks consistently 2 to 3 times a week, you have cracked it. You do not need anything else. And I haven't stayed up till 2-3 AM trade US session in God knows when. If there's news, you know, sometimes maybe I'll stay up till like 1 AM, but it's very rare. If I get a trade in London or Asia, I don't care about New York. I couldn't care less. Gold in 2024? That's a good question. We'll see what this London Open brings, and I'll kind of give an overall prediction on gold, yeah, for sure. So let me just have a quick look at this hourly. Let me just get rid of all this noise for a second. Okay, hourly. Not much to say, unfortunately. 30, I'm personally still gonna wait for closure. Like I say, I want to see all this downside grab. We're pushing down within the first minute here, which is not ideal. I don't want a bit to push up if we're gonna see it push down. Let me just see if there's any liquidity to the highs. Not really. Yeah, if we get to be honest, if we get a 15 breakout, I'd consider a trade, because we've now grabbed some highs. So if we grab some highs, you know, amazing. If we get a breakout, we could consider some sells. But yeah, gold in 2024. That's a good question, man. I like that. You know, we're almost into 2024, so I think the most interesting part leading up to the end of the year is to see if gold is going to hold above this level, above this previous resistance, and potentially fill in this wick. This monthly close is going to set the tone for the entire year. But overall, I have some pretty decent downside levels. Oh, I've already got it drawn on there for gold to potentially come back down to the 1800s at some point. You know, you've came up, you've whipped out all of this resistance, and if you were looking at on this on the 5 minute, you'd be like, cool, we've grabbed the highs. Whereas next we've got a double bottom down here, so you could maybe come back down and grab there. And that would kind of be probably the biggest play I can see for the year so far. I don't really see any reason for us to break out of this range. You know, this is a range that we started since 2020 when the C word broke out. And prior to that, gold was in a beautiful uptrend. I remember trading gold during this, and it was incredibly simple. And then once you started to go into this range, you just kind of had to work with what you got, and it's pretty much playing the range. You know, could you come all the way back down to like 1700 and play this very large left shoulder head, you know, right shoulder? I think it's very possible. You need a big fundamental catalyst to say something like that just yet. But yeah, gold sells into 2024 wouldn't be too bad of a shout, to be honest. It all depends on how this monthly closes. If this monthly closes bearish and completely fakes out this resistance, then you know it wouldn't look too crazy. It may sound crazy now because you're so far away, but like I say, technicals don't change the higher you go. If this was a 30-minute time frame, you'd be saying the exact same thing. But obviously it doesn't mean you just start loading up sells. You want to see some closures back below 2000 to confirm. If we hold above 2000 this month, then you know that's the first time in history we've closed above 2000, retested, and still held above it for longer than 1 month. If this monthly closes straight back below 2000, like what we were doing on the weekly, I think it was, when gold closed above 2000, we never really held over it longer than like a week. See here on the weekly, closed above 2000, straight back below, never closed above, retested, straight back below. So on the weekly, gold never held above 2000 for more than like 2 weeks. So if this monthly does the same, who knows, closes back below 2000, it could have a pretty decent retracement, which I think could be interesting. Let me just have a look on the intraday, make sure we're not missing anything. I don't think so though. No, not yet. But yeah, overall, whether it comes in this week or it takes until early next year, I would like to see gold retrace back to 2050 first. That's kind of my main outlook. At least come back to 250 and play the range of 2000 to 250. That's kind of the overall range we're playing right now. Which is what, 500? Yeah, 500 ticks. We came very close to it here, but I still think these highs could potentially get grabbed. And, you know, come on. You had this huge, like, this was off the, I think that was that war news. You saw this huge push and just carried on pushing it. To eventually retrace some of that wouldn't even be that crazy either. And you can see from this, like, I don't really trade trend lines, but you know, this is a pretty strong trend line breakout here on the daily. Had this third touch, you've broken out, you're currently retesting. So who knows, could this bring in more downside? Maybe, but I don't think it's going to be as simple as a one touch of a back of a trend line and push down. Trend lines don't really work like that anymore. You'll probably mainly see it spike up a little bit more, and then you could potentially see a push. Trend lines used to work like this, but not anymore. But it still doesn't invalidate the breakout. It's still a very nice trend line breakout. It hasn't broken a trend, which is also interesting. Remember, a break of a trend line doesn't mean a break of a trend. Where would we have to break to confirm this is bearish? You'd have to break here. I think we'll see 16,000, 1600. Sorry, let's have a look. Let me have a look. 1600. Honestly, it wouldn't be that crazy to assume something like that. Yeah, I don't think it's that crazy to assume something like that. Because what did you not do here before you ripped out? What did you not do? You didn't wick the lows. You would need some. Obviously, you would need some big fundamental reason to say so, but at some point, could you see gold back down at 1600? Yeah, it wouldn't be that crazy to me. It really wouldn't. You know, remember when you had this huge push up? If you were to say that you'd seen it pull back down to like 12,000, people would have thought you were crazy. You could easily. If you look at this on a, who knows when it could take though, but yeah, eventually it really wouldn't be that crazy. Like if you look at this is like a huge push up like this, huge push back down, huge push up. You haven't really had a deep retracement like something like this, but something crazy would have to change to give any reason just yet. But yeah, I don't think it's that crazy, to be honest. Kind of broke above 1600 back in April 2020 and never really came back down to retest it. But when the thing is, when you talk about this on a monthly perspective, the only thing that kind of changes is the fundamentals. Like if this was the 5 minute, technicals could probably push price down into here, but when it's that far away on a monthly, you need a very, very strong catalyst. I mean, the news typically always follows what the technicals already have in place anyway. But it'd be tough to say. We'll watch the 30-minute close of the London here. If it stays in this range, then we will assess. But be watching these lows down here. This is a liquidity low, and this is a liquidity low. In terms of bias into the highs, it'd be when you close back above here. You may come and retrace back into like 2027, I think we said first. Yeah, 2027 ish. Break above, retest, push higher. Big support. Retrace some of this move. That would be the only level I would consider buying to if you close above. But to me personally, I still prefer the daily lows to be grabbed. I think I was on tracing to last hourly to look for sells. Let's have a look. Yeah, see, this is a big level. Look at this level of the past here. A lot of manipulation. What do you do there? Had 4 lows that hadn't been grabbed, wicked the lows, and then you have to push. That is very nice. That was a huge stop on. Yeah, it's a big level right now, but you can see anywhere between here and here, it's very, very choppy. So this is why this for me, and this is why I'm not dropping down any lower than the 30 like I normally would. Usually I'll be jumping down to the 5 by now. But this is a range that I personally don't want to trade in. So if I want some sells, I would like to see a closure and a quick top wick with some volume to see something like that. And that's pretty much, honestly, all I would like to see. Do you ever consider the state of the currency economy when it comes to holding trades? For example, news such as the war affects the market as well, doesn't it? I want to chase it. If it's a swing position, yeah, sure, but still, regardless, I'm a 90% technical trader. Even when you had this huge move come up on FOMC, we still followed our technical plan beforehand to absolute perfection, where you wicked out the lows, closed back above, retested and pushed higher. So you can have the technicals, and that's what I always think. I always think the technicals are always in place, and then the news comes out as the catalyst to be able to give it the push that it needs to have. Exactly the same here. When this war news started, what did you do? You wicked out the lows, you ripped higher. What did you do before the next continuation back higher? You wicked the lows, you pushed higher. So the technicals are always in place. Just the news comes out and gives it that push, which the technicals need. That's why I don't. You know, when did the war start down here? I think the war started back. Was it? I believe it was there, at just the middle of October. Here. So what did you do again? Rip the lows, hadn't grabbed any highs, and you push higher. So it was always all in, like, technicals were always in place. That's what I find so crazy about news. It's like 90% of the time, we always have very clear levels of where prices are going to grab to before that news comes out. And the news gives the big dogs the reason to push and manipulate price. I don't trade off just fundamentals. I don't really read a lot of fundamentals. It's just not an interest of mine personally. And having a fundamental understanding of markets isn't a bad idea, but for me personally, it just doesn't interest me. And I've done very well enough to not need to know about trading fundamentals. When I used to backtest for hours and hours on end, consistently profitable, not once would I backtest and have up news from back in 2017. Not once. I would always be following the technicals. A fundamental trader will probably tell you they're stupid, but that's just the way I like to trade. Obviously, I understand the big moves are moved off the back of fundamentals, but in my opinion, the technicals are still always in place first. Even with these sells that I got on Friday, was off the back of news, but still, the technicals were still in place before this move even happened. We had liquidated this high, hadn't grabbed these two highs, so we came up, we wicked out these highs, there's the manipulation. I had the sell and the break of the low, and that was my trade. And I still have a very small anchor running from there as well. So it's good to be aware of what news is coming up and just have a brief overall understanding of the markets. But on an intraday perspective, yeah, it's too much noise. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, fundamentally, it's too much noise. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. You could spend. Enjoy, Ross. Take it easy, man. You could spend hours and hours and hours trying to understand and wrap your brains around fundamentals. But in my opinion, technicals just makes a lot more sense to me. It's very, very rare that I see a fundamental move that doesn't follow the technicals that we've set out in some sort of way. The technicals are typically in place, and then the fundamentals is what gives it that boost. If you don't have the fundamentals, you're not going to have the boost. But still, the technicals for me are always in place first. But obviously, I understand, I'm aware that the fundamentals is what gives it the boost. But it's not. You have to understand, it's not the fundamentals that's moving it. It's what people are doing when the fundamentals comes out. You know, this whole game is a game of psychology between buyers and sellers. Let's have a look. Hungry food. Yeah, I'm thinking the same, to be honest, man. I'm thinking the same. So wait, there's 30 closures, and I'm going to do the same. My dog's going to kill me. Lots of ways to skin a cat. Yeah, 100%, man. I completely agree. Some people love just trading fundamentals. Some people love just trading technicals, and I know people who do both very well. If you guys know Ken on Instagram, an amazing fundamental trader, who would probably say technicals is the opposite to what I'm saying. Yeah, that's the beauty of it. Yeah, that's the beauty of trading. Exactly. Same as technical analysis. Something that I may spot, someone may spot it in a different way, and that's what's so great about trading. Is that there's never, no one's ever right or wrong. It's all about your perspective. I would say if you have a keen interest in fundamentals, I'd say it's not going to hurt to learn it, but don't bombard yourself with it. You don't need to buy a Bloomberg terminal and have a squawk playing in the background. I promise you that. It's going to stress you out. I used to do that when I first started, thinking that was cool, to have Bloomberg playing in the background and a news squawk. It's absolute hell. If you thought trading was stressful enough, try trading with a fucking Bloomberg thing going on in the background. And like that the legend John Rambo says, I know what the news is doing because I can see it on the charts. I don't need to read the news to see how it's come out. I can see how it's come out based on what the technicals are doing. To approach to a 5K personal account. I posted my 5K account on my YouTube. If you go onto, I don't know if I can share it. There's absolutely nothing wrong trading 5K account as well, but just be realistic and be consistent and be able to, don't expect to flip it to 50,000 next month, because it's not going to happen. I don't care what social media, Instagram traders tell you. Trade it consistently and be able to manage your risk. Can I share this? No, I can't share this, but if you go here and go look at the latest post. Trading social media, do you have kids? No, not yet. Trading is fun. Yeah, I know you have explained already, but what was your reasoning for preferring the price to come down first to grab lows? Yeah, because the double bottom. Yeah, exactly, man. So if we just clean it up. So the reason I have all these lows marked on, and I'll get rid of this now because you've already grabbed the highs, you've already grabbed these lows, just to clean it up. The main reason for wanting to grab daily lows is because, you know, anytime gold is going to have, you know, the next big move up or down, it's always going to come and grab the lows. Like see here, push up, you wait the lows, then you continue higher. You push down, you wait the lows, then you push higher. Whereas here you haven't really grabbed the lows yet. So even if you're going to push higher, you would expect that these lows are going to get grabbed before that move. Even before a big push down, you always come and grab some sort of high before having that push. And if you go on you narrow it down to an intraday, this is kind of what we talk about, where anyone buying here is going to be trying to do something like this. And that's why we want to see that push. And if you look at it on the 4 hour as well, you can also see like for the past, this whole push up, you haven't really grabbed any 4 hour lows. So I also had this one marked on as well. So I'd like to see all of these grabbed. And because Friday, you know, was very, very bearish as well. So yeah, that's the reason I have them marked on, man. Have a great start to the week. Thank you, man. You too. Is Rambo still around? Remember him from the City Futures Exchange? For the live days, live character. Big Bash now, guys, isn't he? Yeah, he is actually. I don't know if he still trades, but I believe he's around on the Gold Coast, which is pretty cool. I've never met him. I'd fucking love to meet him. I've studied every piece of content I can ever find about Rambo. I think he's an absolute legend. He just fucking says it how it is, which I think is needed and amazing. And the fact that, you know, he was trading on a floor with hedge funds and, you know, the biggest dogs around, he was still one of the biggest traders in there, and he was all just trading for himself. I think is fucking phenomenal. An absolutely insane story. If you guys haven't watched the Bulls and Bears documentary, I highly recommend it. Jumping off fans. Yeah, enjoy, Mark. Enjoy, man. Enjoy, Joe, as well, if you're still on. I'm going to watch till it's 30 close as well. Yeah, if anyone here hasn't watched the Bulls and Bears documentary, absolutely incredible. Incredible watch. Absolutely incredible watch. I've watched it so many times. I think it's absolutely amazing. And if you guys think you have it hard now, imagine trying to trade back in them days. In them days, we're absolutely insanely lucky to be able to fire up a computer and have the charts right in front of us. It's absolutely insane. Yeah, made up 150% of the volume in the Aussie bond market. That's absolutely insane. That's so ridiculous. When you think about that, for an independent trader to make up 50% of the volume in the Aussie bond market is absolutely ridiculous. You put that into perspective, it's absolutely insane. Yeah, the same goat as Aaron. I'm not there yet. I'd like to be there one day, but who knows? He's a different breed.
Just let me know when you buy your own golf course, right?
Yeah. When I can afford to buy my own golf course, then, you know, maybe I'll put myself up there.
Yeah. His emotions flawless.
Yeah, his emotions. Yeah, I think that's what's so incredible. The fact that he could go months and months and months without checking his P&L is just insane.
It must be nice.
Yeah, it must be nice. Yeah.
Holy cow.
To be fair, I've got better, man. Like if I'm trading here off stream on my own, like I don't even draw up my risk reward tool anymore because I don't like to come on here and draw this and draw like this because it's hard for me to see the other side. Like I don't care about this. I know where my entries, I know where my stop losses. I just want to see pure price action and see where it can go against me.
Yeah. That's why I like the top set window. Like, that's all I look at really if I'm trading on my own.
Yeah.
Like I can see levels and I just go from them.
Yeah, it's good, man.
I draw the risks to reward tool then to post on my social media.
Is it on Netflix?
It's insane.
No, it's not on Netflix, but it's on YouTube, man. It's on YouTube. Screwing their positions at the end. Yeah, that's the there's a lot of balancing out and profit taking towards the end of the year as well, which can give some pretty erratic moves. That's not an active breeder, so that's easily crazy. Go on, man.
More of a momentum trade than a retest today, I think.
If we start breaking out, I will start dropping down soon. You just re-grabbed the lows. Did you grab the lows again? Nah, kind of getting very close to it again. Yeah, well, you're at least going to grab this high now.
Yeah.
You're at least going to grab that high. So if you don't grab it now, next 5 minutes to grab the lows, and then you could look for a little... 16 pips, not bad. Do you allow for your strategy evolving and changing over time? Been around since Travel Days, in my experience, nothing lasts. Oh, 100%, man. If you go, and I think this is why trading's so amazing, and it's good to have you on the stream as well, Paul. 100%. Things I was using 2 years ago, I don't use at all anymore. Whether it's the market's changing or it's just me adapting, like my personal strategy has become so much more simpler. You can go back and watch my old live streams, well not old live streams, but old videos I used to make or old trades I used to post, and yeah, very, very different. I completely agree. Nothing lasts forever. You always have to be adaptive. If you think you're going to have one trading plan that's going to suit all markets for the rest of your life, I promise you it's never going to happen. That's the reason you'll either love or hate trading. Because if you ever think you're going to get to a position where life's sweet and I can follow these rules and that's going to be it, I'm sorry to tell you, it's not the way it is. You always have to be adapting. Always. I used to use, 5 years ago when I started, I used to use a lot of third touch of trend lines and 61.8 fibs. If you try use something like that now, you will get absolutely wiped out, and we've had to adapt that as well. People used to you used to be able to draw a third touch of a trend line and buy off the third touch of a trend line, and you'd probably have a pretty good win rate. And if you do that now, yeah, you will get absolutely wiped out. But that's why I love trading, because you always have to be adaptive. You'll never be able to get comfortable. Still use fibs, yeah. I still use fibs, absolutely. On a higher time frame perspective, yeah. Fibs still work. But fibs are like the icing on the cake. Fibs are like the last thing that you want to put on in confluence with everything else. Like price isn't just going to react off any random fib level. It needs to be like, for instance, today, if you're looking for some sells on gold, you would already have your support and resistance levels on your potential levels of price and grab, and then the last thing you would do is put on your fib to see what it lines up with. So you can see some fib levels are lining up with this previous support. Then it's cool. It's another confluence that you may start to see some sales from that region. 71.78, yeah, 71.78, yeah, absolutely. Because that's why anything in between that, because most retail traders who start using fibs will try and sell off the 61 and put their stop loss just above, and you'll very likely see something like this. But yeah, 100% you have to adapt. 100%. That's why I love trading. You'll never ever get comfortable, or you'll never ever master this game. And that's what's so amazing. Adapting it with it all the time. Maybe even, to be honest, even things I was probably using when I started streaming maybe a year ago, I've probably changed without me realizing. I'm always trying to adapt and understand what the markets are doing. We had a time in this year, in I think it was maybe April, May, and June, where we were coming on stream and we were catching incredible momentum flip trades, and they were working like with a 90% win rate, and now they're not as active as they were. So if you have something that's hot in the markets right now, milk it for everything it's worth, because it might not be around forever. And same as backtesting. Don't go and backtest from 2015. There's no point. Be analyzing current markets. You have to have volume for the momentum trades. Yeah, you have to have volume. Yeah, volume comes and goes in the London sessions as well. There's a fact that trading runs and cycles, fashion, otherwise. Yeah, maybe, to be honest, maybe. I don't know. I haven't really been around for enough cycles to say that it might come back around, but you could be right, yeah, maybe. I've mastered losing dollars quite well. Onwards and upwards 2024, yeah, onwards and upwards, man. If you're around and you want to tune into these streams, you know, do these on London session every single day here on YouTube. When the markets are more active, I'm more actively taking trades. But as it's ranging right now, you know, I'm just sitting there chilling, chatting with you guys. But in normal times, you know, we're dropping down to the 5 and looking for trades by now. So if you want to come and tune into the streams and just hang out, this is what this place is for, man. Hopefully I can bring some value here as well. And there's obviously some other good traders in the chat as well, which is always amazing to see. Using fuel price action. Yeah, 100%. I wish I had, when I first started trading, just went into pure price action. Fuck, I'd be way ahead of where I was. The amount of time I used to... I must have spent like a year looking for a secret strategy. Or a secret indicator, I should say, sorry. And I've used many of different indicators. And I haven't found one that works, whereas price action just makes sense to me. Yeah, it just makes sense. Being able, if you can come on the charts and you can read a naked chart like this, which for the most part I can. The only reason I draw a lot of it on is to share what I'm looking at. Like, I don't need to draw on this low. I already know price is going to be drawn to this low. I don't need to draw on this. I know price is going to be drawn to this. So if you can get to a point in your trading where you can come on and you can just react to price points and read pure price action, yeah, nothing will ever take that away. A trading live lounge, yeah, absolutely, man.
That's why I love gold, right? Respects levels so much.
Yeah, 100%, man. I agree.
It just keeps it so much cleaner.
Yeah, it does. Gold is clean.
And simplified.
Yeah, 100%, man. Finally, someone started in New York, London session in New York. Welcome in, man. Welcome in. Spend 2 years for a secret strategy. Yeah, easy. I made zero money in trading for the first 2 years, not one single penny. Going round and round in circles, looking for something that just doesn't exist. And spending zero time focusing on the hardest part, which is the mental side. Crazy Dudes live sessions for free. Some recruiters didn't even share knowledge for charging $5. Yeah, 100%, man. That's the only reason I do them. There's so much bullshit out there. And we're not trading right now, but I would even trade during the streams and show you my positions, show you my screens. Because, yeah, no, even people charging thousands couldn't dare show up and trade live as consistent as I do on stream. And that's not me bigging myself up, it's just telling it how it is. I wish I had someone in my early journey that I could sit in and watch them trade live, watch them break down the markets. 3 years for me, but I'm slower than that. 3 years is still good, man. 3 years is amazing. 3 years to learn a skill for the next 30 plus years. You'll be in the markets for the rest of your life now. My screens, golf clubs, and Thailand paid for from trading. Yeah, that's what it's all about, man. Trade to experience life. Don't trade to buy materialism. Stop with me. No, we're not in a trade, man. We're not in a trade. I'm looking for a trade, but I'm not touching this price action right now. We're just chilling. If we start getting to break out, you know, amazing. But you guys are asking some good questions, that's why I'm just sitting here, just chilling, talking to you guys. I'm fucking leaving. Appreciate much for doing the live streams. I only found YouTube around a week ago. Some other days. Yeah, of course, my pleasure. If you only joined last week or started finding the streams last week, you probably missed out on some trades. But go back and watch some of the past trade recaps that I posted on YouTube, or some of the past trades last week or the week before. We had some amazing trades on stream. If you want me to show you, I will, but I'm not here to pick it up or whatever. I have a note more than Rosie. You were not supposed to win. Hey, I like that. I like that. Like I said in one of my live streams before, I used to, in my old studio, shitty little apartment, I used to have up printed charts. I used to print out an actual chart and have some technicals on it, and I would stick it on my walls, or I would stick it on my kitchen cupboard. So every day I would wake up, I would just always see some sort of chart or some sort of price action just in my face all the fucking time. Because you have to be obsessed if you want to be good at this game. And so even to this day, I still have some. Look, I have a look full of charts and notes, and this is only some of them. I have. If I was to go back to my old place back home, in my family's house, I have notebooks from like I don't know, like 5 years ago. One, it's useful, and two, it's something cool to look back on. So I can't mentor teacher strategy of zones. Yesterday London high, London low, Tuesday high. What are your thoughts on that? Too simple? No, not too simple. It depends on the instrument, to be honest, man. Depends. I don't really mark on sessions high and session lows. I don't really care personally, but it depends on. I can't say that if it's good or bad. I personally don't do it. But yeah, prices. I mean, price is always kind of drawn to like daily highs or lows. So whether you confluence that down to session highs and lows, then yeah, it could work. Like if I have some lows marked on down here. I don't have Asia highs and lows marked on, but I have some overall daily lows marked on. Got a few hundred accounts so far. Right now I'm trading 100k funded. That's live. So it's maybe in 20 right now. People like you. Yeah, good man. Love you for real. Good man. Good to have you on the stream, man. Hopefully you take some value. No, we haven't taken any trades today.
Sorry.
That's right, man. Go on.
It wasn't in this range. I would like a little scalp of this current 5 minute down. As lows. It's just something's telling me it's uncertain. Yeah, see what we got level is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, just uncertain.
Yeah, I agree.
Like a little momentum trade.
momentum without the momentum might take a while.
Yeah.
It probably will, but I think it could take a while. It's so fucking tricky. I think it's teasing you. Because if you take it and it just does this, you'll be annoyed.
Yeah, that's why I'm just staying out.
Or if we had at least grabbed this, then
break.
yeah, you could play the range.
If it breaks this,
yes.
definitely this is the next target.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, if you start closing above there, yeah. I think 27 is conservative as well. I think you come up a little bit higher than that.
Is your level off the wick to the left?
These, yeah. Probably 28 is probably nicer. But to be honest, I would prefer, before we tap into that, I would prefer, not that the markets care what I prefer, I would prefer to see this.
Yeah.
Personally, but if we start breaking above, you could just look for that. But I would prefer to see us scout the daily lows before retracing.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Filling in this yellow brick road.
Yeah. Which would probably do it quite easy.
This is crap, isn't it?
Yeah, shit, man. Yeah, not my touch in there. Price to sweep 2019 and start to push up. Let me see. Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. Yeah, I mean, today I want to see shorts into the daily lows. I'm not going to react on that until you start closing below here and getting some volume. Yeah, the likelihood of us grabbing current weekly and Friday's lows is pretty high. We just need volume, that's all. You can have the perfect technicals, but if you have no volume, we can't jump in it because it will just chop you up all day long. It's crazy how I found your channel when searching for a day in the life of a trader in Thailand. No way. I found this channel a year ago. I've been a fan ever since. Hey, nice man. Well, it's a pleasure to have you on. I've done a lot of day in the life and travel trading videos. They're probably the videos I like to make the most, to be honest. I find people enjoy them ones a lot more.
I like those ones.
Yeah, they're fun to make. I
I
like
love-
making videos. Making travel and trading content, I just enjoy, to be honest. I don't mind making trade breakdowns, but I prefer to make the travel trading ones. I got some trips. Got quite a few trips planned this year so far already. So we're making plenty more.
You get more views with the travel and trade ones.
Yeah, way more, man. Yeah, more entertaining. Yeah, way more. The one, the
Tony
probably.
Montana, he didn't make the YouTube.
the videos with the most value probably are the ones that get the least views. To be honest, if I started posting a video of some Lamborghini shit, I'd probably go viral, but we ain't doing that.
That's society, right?
Yeah. People who are showing up and tuning into the chat even when the markets are raging, you guys are the ones that are dedicated. Are you now only focused on a few price action setups and logical? Yeah, pretty much. Honestly, all I trade is liquidity grabs, knowing where price is going to be drawn to, and breakouts into that. Like that trade I took on Friday. I took these sells on Friday. Pure price action, and on the stream, if you guys go back and watch Friday's YouTube live stream, I gave all of these levels for price to come down and grab. So I gave all of these before when price was trading all the way up above here, where most people were looking for longs. I had a liquidity grab, a breakout, another liquidity grab, and then down into here. So it's literally just liquidity grabs and breakouts, and that's pretty much it. But go back and watch Friday's stream, because I spoke about this entire move down on Friday, and it was an absolutely beautiful move. Where most people will continue to look into buy, I was openly saying I believe it's time for us to retrace a little bit of FOMC move. I'm not going to fully retrace it, but you know, to come and correct some of this massive FOMC move was pretty expected, yeah. So that's pretty much all it is, yeah. Pure price action and understanding the way that gold moves. It's like playing cards with the lows we're holding. Being left on the top. Yeah, I like that, man, yeah. We had a nice weekend. Did you take a trade last week? Yeah, I did, man. I took two. Wait, did I just trade? I think I just took two trades last week. I took one 10-tick loss, and then I took that about 60-tick winner on Friday. I was very, very patient last week and waited. Didn't trade through any of this noise. As soon as that news and volume came in, that was the trade that I'd been waiting for. And it always goes to show that patience pays. Same as today, you know. I'm not gonna take a trade in here, ruin my P&L, blow up mentally and be mentally drained. I'll wait for the volume to come in and then I'll have the trade. Whereas most retail traders are probably trying to take trades in here, going profit loss, and more so mentally being burnt out before the volume and breakout even comes in. And that's what's very important. Travel trade videos where we can live vicariously through you. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Been to Phuket. Plan to retire. Yeah, I've been to Phuket, man. Yeah, I was in Phuket last year, I think, or year before that. I've been to Phuket a few times. Yeah, nice place. Depending on where you go, nice place. It'd be a lovely place to retire, that's for sure. Which broker do you use? I'm using Top Step here, man. I'm using Top Step. Any more Thailand trips? No more Thailand trips. We got the trading retreat in Bali next year, which will be fun. This year it was, yeah. Sorry, that was this year. Yeah, this year we did the trading retreat in Thailand this year. Next year it's going to be in Bali. So I was in Thailand this year and I was in Thailand last year. Both times in Phuket. Well, a few places, but yeah, I was in Phuket each time. Phuket's great, but there is nicer places in Thailand, to be honest. Do you think that gold can high manipulate the last few months and it's harder to predict her price per pounds, or just my lack of experience? Not for me, to be honest, man. I can't say if it's your lack of experience, but for me now, gold has been very, very, very clean recently. I mean, I think gold's always clean in my opinion. But you just need to know how to trade it. Like if you don't know where the price is always going to come and grab highs or lows, then you may find it hard to trade. I'll give you an example. All of last week, I was talking about how price was always going to come up and grab these highs before this move up. And this is simply just understanding and having more experience of how gold moves, where people do this. People short here, where do they put their stop loss? Just above the previous high. But that's not how gold moves. Gold will always grab the highs before having the real move. So as long as it could just be a lack of experience, but that's the way that I trade gold. I trade this manipulation, and I look for buys up into that manipulation, and also look for the sells. So you guys go back and watch the streams from like Thursday onwards. I was saying that we were always going to come and grab these highs. So that's the level of manipulation that you just have to be aware that that's how gold moves. You Jen's are gonna love the bikes and check. I'm too old for that, man. I'm too old. Can't answer some of these questions. Come to the Philippines. Yeah, I'd love to come to the Philippines. When Lambo? I don't know. Not anytime soon. I'll get a Lamborghini when it's paid for by something aside from trading. Trading is too stressful for me to finance a fucking Lamborghini and paid for it through trading. Party out from Thailand. Yeah, if I ever bought property that paid for a Lamborghini, yeah, maybe sure. But right now, no, unfortunately. Yeah, if you avoid tourism, yeah, I agree, man. I agree. Did you reckon to Da Nang in the end? Been there for 45 years. It's easy. Yeah, Harry. I love Da Nang, man. It's probably one of my favorites, to be honest. I may even prefer it to Thailand, to be honest. Da Nang was super chill. Relatively cheap prices, good accommodation, nice beaches. Yeah, I love Da Nang, man. Probably one of the my most favorite places I've been to. Always the first time I've been on a trailer. Yeah, it's very true. Blaring music.
Oh my god. Like Savage Gardens also.
Geelong is a great area. Close to... Sorry, man?
Can you music then? Too loud.
Geelong, yeah. I that's where I stay. I stayed in Geelong in the Rawai area. On the other completely different side, but so peaceful out the way. But still lots to see and do. You want to stay as far away from Patong as possible, to be honest. Well, that's what I like anyway. Are you trading gold standard contract? Yeah, I trade standard, man. 5 to 10 contracts on gold. Find it, yeah. Patong, yeah. If you want the nightlife, see you stay around it, but I prefer to be a bit further out. Surfing trading around many before. Oh fuck yeah, that'd be amazing. Yeah, 100% Nick. Yeah, 100% man. Better seven quiet than Chengdu. Yeah, I kind of realised when I went there, it's not somewhere you'd want to stay for too long. But there's nicer areas to stay out of the way. God, niggas. Thanks for education, bro. See you next time. Yeah, enjoy, man. Of course. See you next time, man. We're on again tomorrow. Hopefully we have a little bit more volume. Never buy a Lambo. The when Lambo sounds a crypto. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah, when Lambo, sir. Going in gold. Do you plan on living in the UK again? No, unfortunately not, Jono. Unfortunately not. The UK, well, I guess you could argue, would always be like home, because my family's there, but I would never live there. No. In my opinion, there's zero benefits to living in the UK. Alright for me, yeah. Like, I honestly can't think of any benefits to live in the UK. There's no tax benefits. The weather's shit. People aren't the nicest. I can't say about everyone, but all in all, people are pretty miserable. Crime's pretty high these days. Yeah, unfortunately, no. After coming to Australia, no, I would never go back to the UK. No, there's zero benefits. Like, what benefit is there?
Nothing.
Nothing. Literally nothing.
I'm looking out the window now and it's absolutely pissing down.
Yeah, typical.
Aaron, you're from Jersey though.
Yeah, I'm
What's
from.
that? That's gotta be nice, isn't it?
Yeah, Jersey's nice, man. Jersey is nice. Yeah, it's true. I don't really class Jersey as the UK, but when I think of home, yeah, I think of Jersey. But Jersey's great, but Jersey it's just so small, man. It's just way too small.
You just jump on the bandwagon when England are in the World Cup. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
What's the population?
Like 120,000 ish, to be honest, man.
Okay.
It's very, very expensive to live. It's not worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's very expensive. There's not a lot of opportunity. There's not a lot to do, to be honest.
Does it have a French influence at all?
Oh, it used to, man. Yeah, it used to. The language used to be Jersey French. It used to be more French than English people, but now it's pure, like, just English.
Okay.
It's a nice place for a holiday, though.
French.
No, we were taught it in school for a little bit, but I don't remember. I remember a couple of sentences. That's about it. It's a nice place for a holiday. Don't get me wrong. If you guys live in the UK and want to go on a holiday, go check out Jersey for sure. In summertime, a lovely place for a holiday. But yeah, if you ever look at Jersey property prices, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's a mess because it's just full of Jersey's just full of hedge funds and finance people, which is funny considering I'm now a trader. But yeah, I still would never go back. You choose well, Queensland, Melbourne. Yeah, my God. Yeah. Well, I originally was actually going to move to Melbourne, but then everyone said if you want to escape the UK weather, do not go to Melbourne. So I was like, okay, cool. Gold Coast looks pretty nice. Let me go there. And then now somehow ended up in Sunshine Coast. But yeah, no. Once you live in Australia, yeah, it's very hard to even think about going back to the UK, unless it was for family. Yeah, not somewhere I would unfortunately ever go back to. Scott not going back, Nick not going back. Yeah, see, no one ever does. I'm just lucky enough that I can live in Australia, visa free, so kind of a no-brainer. Have you switched your tax residency to Dubai? No, not to Dubai, but I am in the process of setting it up elsewhere, man. Yeah, only thing with Dubai is I wanted to do it in Dubai and I was going to do it, but you have to live there for 6 months, which I don't mind. I'd love to live in Dubai for 6 months, but with my partner and dog being based here in Australia, it's not feasible just yet. But maybe next year or in 2 years' time, yeah, I probably will make the move. I probably will, man. Tax benefits and life is great in Dubai, and it's become much
So
more
many
Western.
spikes. I just don't trust.
Oh, it's starting to finally pushing. You're actually going to close above. We got 11 minutes. If this 15 closes above, we may look for a play. The tax man. The thing is, I have no issue paying tax, but I want to see the benefits. In the UK, I don't know what they are. Because
I want to go for a 5 minute there.
Yeah, so actually starting to see some volume here for the first time this morning. This is the first 5 minutes actually going to break out here, which could be interesting. I'll watch the 5 minute close. I'll watch the 5 minute close in 50 seconds. If we actually hold and close above, you may look for some plays, but you're already starting to reject, which is not ideal. Does Jersey have lower taxes than the rest of the UK? Yeah, Jersey has very low tax, yeah. That's why a lot of celebrities in the UK try to do their tax and end up getting done. The tax benefit is at 20% on capital gains. Yeah, but like from a business perspective as well, it's much more.
Jesus.
The people who get screwed the most on tax in the UK is the middle class. the rich don't get taxed as hard as that because the rich just fucking leave. Yeah, I live in London. Yeah, still though, like I still would. London is not somewhere I would personally ever want to live. Even if I had like 1% tax, I personally still wouldn't ever want to live in London. Because even if you pay 1% tax, I still gotta go sit in traffic and sit on tubes for a couple of hours a day. I can't. It just, yeah, the lifestyle is still just a bit shit. And you still have business tax as well, though. Like trading, yeah, 100%, but business tax as well is still pretty high. Even if I was a multi-millionaire, I personally still would never want to live in London. You still got to do the exact same shit every single day and deal with absolute hecticness. So I ride a bike, punching in London's no good. Yeah, expensive for long. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I would do the same, honestly. Are we gonna get? Look at that 5 minute. To be fair, this could. I don't want to say could boldly, but this is what we would need before we were going to see a push down. I spoke about, if we're going to see a push down to these lows, we have to at least grab these highs. Plan to leave and buy right now. Yeah, nice man. Yeah. I imagine it's busy there. I imagine it's very busy there. Dubai is artificial. Yeah, that's the only thing. I've never been, but it does seem very artificial. It's becoming much more westernized though. With all the Brits and expats that are moving there. And where tax will actually live in. Yeah, taxes you may get away with it a bit better as a trader in the UK, but a lifestyle I still think is awful. See a lot of ads on diets. I've never heard of it, to be honest, man. I've never heard of it. Company tax here is 25%, it's quite high compared to other locations. 25%, it's all right. It's 25%, yeah, I could guess 20%, it's better than Australia, that's for sure. But I mean, the thing is, if you work online, it just makes no sense to not go somewhere where you can afford to not have to do that. Not for me, though. London, give me a nice house in the countryside. Yeah, same as me, man. Especially for a career like trading. I don't want to be a trader, be in like a crazy hustle and bustle city. Maybe for a weekend, but I want to be in a relaxed environment. That's why I love Australia so much. Is because the lifestyle here suits my trading life very well. Like almost every morning, almost every day, sorry, it's good weather and I can go walk my dog on the beach, and I can go for a swim and I can enjoy some sun. And although it may sound crazy, but that does have a positive impact on my trading. My surroundings is very, very important. So tax is quite high in Australia, but the lifestyle is very good. So it has its pros and cons. 20% talking about Australia. No, yeah, 30, high 30s, man, in Australia, and then you got GST on top as well. That's in Queensland. I don't know if it's different for other states, to be honest. Need to get down to Garoa, South Sydney. Let me have a look, man. I want to come for some more Australia trips this year.
Yeah, I know what you mean by the weather, Aaron. That's why I'm here. My mood is very affected by my environment, and when I wake up to blue skies most days, I feel good.
100%, man. 100%. It's so important. It just makes you just feel healthier. You feel more productive. Like you just want to go out and do stuff. Like it's just like, and it's like what, 90% of the time it's like it's almost good weather every day.
Yeah.
I agree, man. It's so important. It's one of the main reasons why I left the UK, because of the weather.
Yeah, and if you do get a bad day, you know the good weather's not far away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it doesn't last for like weeks on weeks.
Yeah.
So true, man. I swear that surf goes at North End Beach. Incredible views of bush on top of the hill. Yeah, it looks nice, man. I just googled it. Yeah, it looks nice, man. I want to come for some more trips around Australia this year. Come and meet you guys, or go do some cool shit. Definitely. I want to explore as much as I can. Because I haven't really explored that much of Australia, to be honest, considering how insanely big it is. Canadian currently paying 40% average tax. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So yourself as a trading company. Yeah, that's how it is as well. So I moved to the Philippines. Yeah, very nice. What is Alaska? A place of darkness for 6 months of the year. Yeah, very true. A nice day helps our mood. Yeah, I agree, man. It's so important, especially for trading. Can we short now? I would like to, but not yet. No. It's still, unfortunately, I don't want to keep repeating myself and boring you guys, but it is still in this little shitty range, unfortunately. Like I always say, you can't control this range, you can't control volume, you can only control the positions you decide to take in this range. If you decide to take a trade in this range and you get stopped out, or you burn yourself out, you took that trade. You can't blame the markets are ranging, just accept it. If the markets are ranging, you take a trade and get stopped out, and you start going, oh, the markets are shit. It's like, the markets aren't shit, the markets are the markets. The markets are ranging. You took a trade in range. So I bring my steam bag and barley. Yeah, do it, man, do it. Stay nearby for sure. Watch out for the drop bears. Yeah, that's probably the only downside of Australia, is the amount of drop bears. You never want to go for a hike without watching out for drop bears, because they're very, very scary, and they'll get you. Way easier to shake off losses, you go step off the desk and go in the sun. Yeah, 100% Harry, 100% man, I completely agree with that. If I take a loss one day on trading, as you obviously will, the next day, go to the beach, go for a swim, go walk my dog who's sat right here, and life is good. Whereas in the UK, and the weather's shit, everything just brings you down, and that's just my personal experience. Coming to work, came to Oz on a work holiday in 1986. Mean to go back to the UK, but only to visit family. No, there's maximum tax from a trust. Planned kids even better. Yeah, nice man. Yeah, that's interesting. I have to pick your brains about that sometime, man. Look into family trust. Yeah. I may have to pick your brains about that sometimes, man. I'm sure there's, lots of Australians that are very successful and very rich that live here, and there's no way they are paying 40% tax. Stop talking about the weather. Yeah, of course you can, Kai. Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah. Message me on Discord, man. I'll kind of run you down the logistics. Of course, man. Of course. And anyone who's in Zoom in there at the same time, absolutely. We've got a nice villa with a nice big pool, so yeah, absolutely. Other investments are you involved in besides trading? Right now, none. Day trading is all I have right now. I used to have some little bit of cryptos. I'm in the middle of looking into some REITs, real estate investment trusts, because I want to get into property, but I don't want to own property and deal with all that crap. So I'm looking into some real estate investment trusts. I'll be diversifying a lot more, because I'm not going to be, actively day trading for the rest of my life. I will still always be involved in the markets, but on a long-term perspective. Yeah, I want to be diversifying some long-term holds. I think property is a great way to put trading profits, but I don't want to deal with physical property and developers and tenants and all that crap, personally. I know absolutely nothing about development, have no desire to learn about development, so it makes sense to me to look into some investment trusts and some long-term holdings. If you can find an asset class which, if you know anything about financial markets, and make 10% a year, it's not that difficult. You can make a very, very good living off that once you look into compound and have a large amount of capital. Appreciate it, bro. Cool, man. Cool. Nice one. Yeah, it's been raining for about a week. Sunny. Yeah, nice, man. Yeah, I've never been to Miami. I would love to visit though. Dividend stocks. Yeah. Also dividends. Just got 80 ticks on NAS. Very nice. Yeah, I've never been to Miami. I would like to visit Miami though. It's nice. NAS probably moving nicer than gold, to be honest. We're too busy watching gold. Is there anything else actually moving? Let's have a look. Oh man, I need to stop sitting like this. Somebody even passive. Yeah, well, 100%, man. Yeah, physical form of investing. Yeah, 100%, man. Like if you invest in like a trust or something like that, opposed to a property, you like people in the UK right now who are invested in property have zero control over their mortgage rates, zero control of when they can get out of that. Whereas it's a lovely push. Did you get the longs on NAS? If you got the longs, that's an incredible play, man. A very nice play. Like exiting out of something like real estate is very difficult. As you invest in something long term like stocks, it's very, very easy to get out at any point. You invest in real estate, you invest in bank debt, who controls absolutely everything. You have a zero control over your mortgage rates that can go up, like we've seen at the minute, at any point, and they can go up very, very high. Some people's mortgages I know back home in Jersey have almost doubled, and they thought buying a house to live in was a good investment. Yes, sir. Thank you. Yeah, good man. Yeah, lovely buy, man. You got some great volume there. You wicked out the lows, closed bullish. There's some great volume there, man. Very nice. More volume than gold, so good job. Come to Maldives, yeah, I'd love that. I'd love to come to Maldives, yeah, absolutely. It'd be an absolute dream. We have 90% of the top 20th deadly animals here. My ex-wife is at 13. I can imagine Holly lets in Oz being a good investment. Yeah. To be honest, I believe interest rates in Australia are high right now, but the demand in Australia is crazy at the minute. Very, very high. But something interesting to look at, which I heard Anton Krill talk about, is, you know, like eventually there's going to be a point where there's no need. There's not going to be a huge demand for housing anymore. Like I believe the opportunity to buy in real estate and make money on it is gone. You missed it. You look at something like birth rates in a country. Let's have a look at birth. I haven't looked at this. Birth rate in the UK is massively declining. So if the birth rate's declining, then the demand for houses is also eventually going to be declining. So since like 1960, the average birth of a household was 3. Now it's 1.5, which is pretty insane. In my opinion, I think there's way better investments than property these days. Unless you're a developer, you know, and you can flip houses, amazing. I still don't think it's gonna last forever. If you have a financial knowledge, there's way more pros to investing in some long-term assets. People can't afford more children. Yeah, I agree 100%, man. Yeah, that's probably one of the biggest reasons. As I was trying to think, I was like, why is that dropping so much when I looked at it in Australia? I just looked at it in the UK, but it's pretty interesting. We have a massive house shortage here in Oz. Yeah, in Australia, 100%, man. I completely agree. The demand in Australia is huge. In somewhere like the UK, it's saturated. But in Australia, there's a huge, a much bigger demand for houses. In Australia, I completely agree. It's one of the rarest outliers. I've even seen, like, you go drive down somewhere like the Gold Coast and you see plots of land available on something like Sovereign Islands, which is insane. In like 5 years time, that'll be long gone. In Australia's probably one of the only places I've been to. It's like, yeah, fucking hell, if you can do development in Australia, you'll make a killing. Interest rates are huge in Australia, but people are still buying up like crazy. People are still flooding to Australia. Population in Australia is growing massively. So Australia is probably one of the rarest good countries where you can actually, still do pretty well in it. But where I'm from, somewhere like Jersey, it's absolutely gone. I don't know about all of the UK. I imagine it's pretty similar-ish, other than probably some major capitals. But yeah, Australia is definitely still an upcoming place. Pumps happening, yeah. No, it could though. It just has to have a closure. Like every time it's tried to, if you took it before the closure, you're straight into drawdown. Increasing immigration to keep property. Yeah. It's probably true, man. I agree with that. I agree with that. Can't afford to save your house. Yeah. Airbnb would be a good shout. We would normally be off by now. It's hard to get some volume. And if it is 30, though, you're still gonna have to wait for a 30. So in Miami for double what I bought for 3 years. Yeah, that's amazing. It's incredible. That's the thing. If you're in like a high demand area, like somewhere like that, then it's a pretty easy place to do it. you have to find that like rare place where it actually is. Hey, buddy. Hello.
Then a bit of volume coming in here.
Yeah. A little bit. Is it actually going to close above? Is there, no top wick. No top wick into an instant top wick.
Tricky.
5. Yeah, it's not for me. Or I think I've seen that on Scott on Instagram. Sunshine Coast would probably be a good place to buy actually. I don't feel like I've seen that on come up as like an ad or something on Instagram. Let me Google it. Is it a massive block? Yeah, nice. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, Australia was probably one of the rare places you can. When is the prop firm gonna open? Not anytime soon, man. If I was going to do a prop firm, it would be a futures-based prop firm. But I would do it in the best way possible. Unfortunately, right now I just don't have the time to be able to even think about it. Or money. You need a lot of money to do it, other than the people who just give out demo accounts. But I wouldn't want to do that. I want to do it in the best logistic way possible. I still think I still do believe there's opportunity for prop firms out there with some rules that a lot of them don't offer. So if you can find traders that are actually consistently profitable, it's a win-win for everyone. But it's rare to actually find them. I'd want to do it with, a decent amount of capital. Free demos for everyone. Let's see, Goldie, look at that 5 minutes straight back down. Yeah, all right, guys, I'm gonna leave it here. Like this is we're not gonna get a trade this just yet. I'm still gonna set an alert down here because if we start coming back down here, you guys still have my levels for the overall daily lows. I personally don't like longs. I wouldn't like longs until you get 30 closure above. It's looking like it's gonna break out. Every other time it's looked like it's gonna break out, it closed straight back into the range. So don't try and be a hero, try to jump in before the breakout. Wait for it to actually close above. If it does close above, you may get buys up into here, but it's almost fulfilled it. I would still be watching for a lot of these levels to be grabbed. No volume at all. Yeah, no volume at all, yeah. But Zoom, guys, this is recording. I'll upload it after. If I prop firm would be interesting to look into. Yeah, it would be, man. Let me take that. But yeah, Zoom, guys, I will stop this. I'll upload it after.
Stopped.
Even though we didn't take a trade, we still shared a lot of value. And yeah, I'm going to set some alerts, and if we get some price action, some better volume close to New York session, then I'll start sharing some setups in the trade setup. So enjoy, guys. I'll let you guys go. See you, mate. Bye, mate.
Yeah.
See you guys. Cheers, man. See you guys. Bye bye. Alright, YouTube fam, I'm gonna wrap up there. Unfortunately, no trades today. There's not a lot of volume, and I'm not really willing to take a trade for the sake of taking it. But I appreciate you guys taking the time to tune on. You guys have my liquidity levels for the day. If we do get some more volume later on, amazing, but it's probably going to take until the New York session now, so I will probably jump back on again to that, set some alerts and let it do its thing. But shared a lot of value here today. It was great to meet some new faces. I appreciate you guys taking the time to tune in. But for now, trade safe. Don't force anything. React to the volume. That's all you can do. And I'll see you guys same time again tomorrow. Peace.